Well, Charlie, before we talk about your tour, the latest comedy special, we want to get to know a little bit about you. You started your career as a journalist, actually won an Emmy as well. Can you talk about that experience and what led you to move from journalism into comedy?
Oh yeah, well, I went to journalism school, and I kind of just followed that path for a while. And my brother was a newspaper editor in high school, so maybe that's where I got that bug from. But there's a lot of similarities between journalism and comedy, because for a while there I was doing sort of comedy journalism, which was just making jokes out of the news, and it kind of went like headline, punchline. And so a lot of the stand-up writing is similar, where you kind of have a fact and then a punchline and a fact and a punchline. And I started just doing stand-up at night, and then that became my career eventually.
Very cool. And much of your material is based on Midwest culture. Why do you think the Midwest is so special?
Oh, it's the best place in the world, We got there's no other place, you're going to be able to find a goodbye that lasts 7.5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
It's, and you're going to need to unlock the key to get out of a party with 3 beers, 2 leftover casseroles, and so many second and third hugs and handshakes. I don't know. It's a great place. Like first of all, we got incredible, just natural beauty, and like everything from the fishing to the hunting to the bird watching to the outdoors. It's just the natural world in the Midwest is incredible. And yeah, it does get cold here, but I mean, we find a way to make the best of it. And we literally drill an ice in the hole and see if we can still fish in the winter. And it's just, I don't know, something about the sensibility and the environment just make it really cool.
Your latest special, Neighborly, is on YouTube, on your YouTube channel. If a listener tunes into your special tonight, what topics can they expect you to touch on?
It's a lot of family stuff, going gambling with my grandma, being Midwest cheap, which I am, and stuff about my dad. I'm one of 12 kids, a lot of just sort of life stories.
Currently on tour, the Lost and Found tour. You're going to be in Traverse City in a few days on the 27th and 28th at the City Opera House. You can find tickets at cityoperahouse.org or at charlieberens.com. Is there a meaning behind the name of the tour, Lost and Found?
You kind of throw something at a wall and see what sticks. And what happened here, I was thinking about when I was a kid. I was working at a pool, and we had a Lost and Found. And the stuff people lost and came back for versus the stuff they lost and never came back for was hilarious. We had a wedding ring sitting there the entire summer. I was like, whose even is this thing?
It might be.
Meanwhile, some real weird stuff got picked up within minutes, so go figure.
You're in Traverse City for 2 days, 4 shows, which stands out a little bit from the rest of your tour. Do you just love Traverse City that much, or maybe is it that Traverse City just loves you that much?
It's going to be my first time in Traverse City, which I'm very excited about. And I really appreciate that a bunch of people are coming out to it. We're going to have a good time. And hopefully I can return the favor to Traverse City and make it just a heck of a show. I'm very excited for it.
I was just doing some research for our conversation, Charlie. Something that the listening audience appreciates about your comedy, friends and family that listen to much of your work, they've noted this as well, that you try to avoid politics. There is one topic that you've sunken your teeth into that's sort of in that realm. That's data centers. Why do you feel like it's something one should be so vocal about?
Well, I think it just takes, you guys know in Michigan, there's nothing like having a town like Saline Township vote against something, and yet a massive corporation, because it has unlimited funds, threatens a lawsuit and forces their will upon that town, upon those people. That's not really democracy. This isn't even a political issue, though. It's just honoring what people want and not forcing a future on them that they do not want. It's really just as simple as that. And I got friends that are farmers that have, really these things have been forced down their throat, and some have had to sell their farm, and some have had to change their business, and it's just it's sad to see. And it's not just the data centers that come with those; they take up so much power that now you got land being taken through eminent domain for power lines to serve these data centers, which just are private. It's just one or two customers, and they're taking land for it. So there's, and even if you want to do renewables, that would take so many solar panels. You completely, we are eliminating our natural world for this digital world. And as good as this digital world ever could be, it can never replace the things they're destroying. So I think people deserve a say in the future, not just billion-dollar companies.
Charlie, I know that you like football an awful lot, and you probably are aware, a lot of Lions fans in the audience right now, as you'd expect. But how do you think the Packers are going to be doing this season?
We're going to win the Super Bowl like every year.
Love it. You're all over the country on this Lost and Found tour of yours, but of course you're spending an awful lot of time in the Midwest. What are some things, there's a lot, it's kind of like a sibling rivalry, right? The Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, bit of a sibling rivalry, but there's some stuff that binds us together as well as a bit of a region. What are things that you've noticed across your tour? I know this is not the first time that you visited those states, but what are things that you've noticed as you've been on the Lost and Found tour?
That just bind us all together. I mean, I think family is one, people, whether it's their actual family or kind of their found family, the people, like we just, whoever our people are, we respect them by giving them crap is really what it is, I think. That's how you find it out. But there's a lot of BSing, good professional BSers here. And then just, the rivalries, you can't beat those, I'll talk a lot of smack about the Lions, but that's only because the Lions have delivered some of the most crushing losses for the Packers even the last time we won the Super Bowl, and for Lions fans, the Super Bowl is this game that you play at the end of the season where it determines who the best player. But anyway, even when we won our last Super Bowl season, our loss to the Lions during that season, I was like, well, now the Super Bowl's out of the question. But hey, we went on and won the Super Bowl. But still, the Lions beat us that year, and that sticks with me, as you can tell.
We're speaking with comedian Charlie Berens. You can find his latest comedy special, Neighborly, over on his YouTube channel, which I highly recommend that you check out. And he'll be in Traverse City at the Opera House on the 27th and 28th. There are 4 shows, so whatever works best for your schedule. Find tickets at cityoperahouse.org or his website, charlieberens.com. Charlie, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you. Watch for deer out there.